Have you ever watched a Vox-Style animation and wondered how people create videos that look so clean, professional, and incredibly engaging? Most people assume you need expensive software, advanced animation skills, or years of experience to create videos like these. But wait, in the age of AI, we can generate videos like this with just one click. You've probably seen a lot of tutorials already, but they either use expensive tools or don't provide the prompts. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete process. First, watch this video that I created in just 10 minutes.
September 27, 1969, San Francisco. A man carefully tears a piece of blood-stained shirt from a murder victim and slips it into an envelope. Days later, newspapers receive a letter signed with a strange symbol. The writer claims responsibility for multiple killings and dares police to stop him. Investigators compare fingerprints, interview witnesses, and study every cipher because each message seems to promise another attack. Then, another letter arrives with a coded puzzle that captures the country's attention. Amateur code breakers and federal investigators spend decades chasing clues that never quite fit together. Suspects emerge, then quietly fall away under scrutiny. Advances in DNA testing reopen old evidence, but no definitive match appears. The case becomes one of America's longest-running criminal investigations, inspiring books, films, and endless theories. More than half a century later, the letters still speak louder than the man who wrote them. They solved the ciphers. They never solved the Zodiac.
All right, first of all, we need a professional and fully optimized prompt. You'll find the link in the description. After opening the Google Doc, you'll find a master prompt. Simply copy the master prompt, then go to ChatGPT, paste it there, and run the prompt. ChatGPT will then ask you for the source material PDF. To get that, go back to the Google Doc, click on the Crime Doc Engine link, and open it. You'll find the complete PDF there. Simply copy the complete PDF, go back to the same ChatGPT chat, paste it, and run it. Next, ChatGPT will ask which niche you want to create a video in. For example, crime and documentary, history, or money and power. Choose the niche according to your preference. For now, I'll choose crime and documentary, so I'll simply type one in the chat box. Then, ChatGPT will give you the top 10 viral video topic ideas. As you can see, ChatGPT has generated professional ideas for us. Choose the topic you like the most. I select number 2, so I'll simply type 2 in the chat box. Next, ChatGPT will ask for the video length. I want a 1-minute script, so I'll simply type 1 minute. ChatGPT has now written a professional 1-minute story for us. If I read a few lines, September 27th, 1969, San Francisco. A man carefully tears a piece of blood-stained shirt from a murder victim. Our script is now ready. Next, simply type proceed in the chat box. ChatGPT will break the script into beats, making the editing process much easier. Now we need to generate image prompts for the script. Simply type next in the chat box, and ChatGPT will prepare a file containing all the image prompts. Open the file, and you'll see that all the prompts have been written in a clear and professional way. Now it's time to generate the images. For this, we'll use Google Flow. Simply open Google Flow, click New Project, and create a new project. Then go back to ChatGPT, copy your first image prompt, paste it into Google Flow, and within seconds, your image will be ready. As you can see, the image looks clean and perfectly matches the script. To automate the image generation process, we'll use Zep Flow, which is completely free. Simply search for Zep Flow extension in your browser, click on the first website, and you'll see a Get button. Click it, then click Add Extension. Within seconds, the extension will be added to your browser. Always remember that this extension only works on the Google Flow website. Now go back to ChatGPT and copy all the image prompts. Return to Google Flow and paste all the prompts into the Zep Flow extension. You'll see 2 options there. Always keep both of them turned on so that the generated images are downloaded automatically. Now simply click Start Generation, and your images will start generating. Now, grab a cup of coffee and relax while your images are being generated. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel and like the video, because we want to reach 10,000 subscribers before September 1st. So make sure you subscribe. And here's the magic. As soon as you subscribed, all our images were ready. As you can see, they look very professional and clean. Now the next step is converting the images into videos. Go back to ChatGPT and simply type "next" in the chat box. ChatGPT will give you a universal video prompt. Copy the entire prompt, then go back to Google Flow. Select the first image, click Animate, and paste the prompt. Then simply run the prompt. Your video will start generating. Repeat the same process for all the images and use the same prompt for each one. I'll see you after all the videos have been generated. Alright, as you can see, all our videos are now ready. Simply download them. Now the next step is the voiceover. For this, we'll use ElevenLabs. I don't think I need to tell you how realistic ElevenLabs voices are. Open ElevenLabs, then go back to ChatGPT and copy the script that ChatGPT generated. Paste it into ElevenLabs. Now select the voice you like. This time, I'll choose the Adam voice. Then simply click Generate Voice, and within seconds, your voiceover will be ready. Download the voiceover. Now it's time for editing. For editing, simply open your favorite editing software. This time, I'll be using CapCut because it's beginner-friendly, lightweight, and has all the features we need to create professional-looking videos. If you're using Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, or any other editing software, you can follow exactly the same process. First, create a new project and import all your generated video clips along with the voiceover you downloaded from ElevenLabs. It's always a good idea to keep all your assets organized in separate folders before starting the edit. This will save you a lot of time, especially if you're working on longer videos. Now, the very first thing you need to do is add the voiceover to your timeline. The voiceover is the backbone of the entire video. After that, drag your first video clip onto the timeline. If you're wondering how long each clip should stay on the screen, don't worry. We already solved that problem earlier. Go back to ChatGPT and open the script beats that were generated when we typed "proceed." As you can see, every sentence has been separated into individual lines. These lines act as editing markers, making it incredibly easy to know exactly when each visual should appear. Simply match every line of the script with its corresponding video clip. Listen carefully to the voiceover and trim each clip so that it changes naturally whenever the narration moves to the next line. This small editing technique makes the video feel much more engaging and keeps the audience watching until the end. Continue repeating this process until you've placed all your video clips on the timeline. Don't rush through it. Spend a little extra time making sure every transition between clips feels smooth and matches the narration perfectly. Once all your clips have been added and synced with the voiceover, it's time to make the video look even more professional by adding transitions. For this style of documentary animation, I always recommend using paper-style transitions. They perfectly match the Vox-Style editing aesthetic and make the scene changes feel clean without distracting the viewer. Simply apply the same transition between every clip and keep the duration short. Avoid using flashy transitions because they can make the video look less professional. Now play your timeline once again and make sure every transition looks smooth. If you notice any clip that feels too long or too short, simply trim or extend it slightly until everything flows naturally. The next step is adding background music. Search for a horror or suspense-style cinematic background track that matches the mood of your story. Since we're creating a crime documentary, suspense music works really well because it builds tension and keeps viewers engaged. Import the music into your editing software and place it underneath the voiceover. One important thing to remember is that the background music should never overpower the narration. Reduce its volume to around 10% to 20% so the audience can clearly hear every word while still feeling the atmosphere created by the music. After that, Play the entire video once again and listen carefully. Keeping the edit clean is what makes Vox-Style videos look so professional. Once everything is synced properly, watch the entire video from beginning to end one last time. Check that every clip matches the narration, every transition is smooth, and the background music supports the story instead of distracting from it. If everything looks good, export the video in 1080p, choose a high bitrate for better quality, and let the rendering finish. Now your video is finally ready. So this was the complete process of creating a Vox-Style animation. If you want to learn how a channel that started in the last 30 days gained more than 5 million views and 66,000 subscribers, make sure to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll help me complete this challenge.